Hey you, it's Jess here and welcome back to my channel. Today we are planning for last week, which was the 31st of October through the first week of November. And I'm continuing on with Halloween with the Zombina kit from Scribble Prints Co. This was my favorite Halloween art that I did this year. What else did I do? Oh yeah, Rocky Horror. But then I also did Scream for Scribble Prints Co. exclusively. But I really loved the way this one came out. And I've actually gone and put another kit of it into my cart at SPC, which I'm going to buy on Wednesday. The day you're watching this. Because I just love it so much. I also have the Crest Press one, but I needed another one from SPC after doing the spread. I'm bringing in Hollow. Just straight up Hollow because I wanted to use the movie night bundle from Caress Press and I never bought it in Sparkly Hollow and I don't know why. But I was too lazy to buy a new one, so Hollow it is, and I brought in a bunch of Halloween stuff from SPC and Planet Choco. You see the 2 pages of Bougie are attached. I unattached them, but yeah. So we're going to do a perfect mix of both SPC Halloween a la carte and that photo bundle. Oh, and also OK Plans. Drippy numbers because I love them. They're super cute. Heidi, she just jumped up here and she has licked the cable of the microphone. I don't know if is your cat like this? Instead of being a cord chewer, she's a cord licker. She loves especially Apple cables. That's what she loves to lick the most, but now she's trying to play with it, so please don't. This is a very really nice high-tech braided ropey style cable that came with this microphone, but I like to keep it intact. It's I first invested in AirPods because I was fine with, cabled headphones and earphones. But as soon as Heidi got her hands on a cable, I know what it is about, earpod cables, but they're so flimsy. She just destroyed in one little attack. So that's actually what happened to my favorite necklace as well. I was leaning down to pat her, and she did one swipe at the necklace, and it broke the chain. And I did keep the pendant from it, but I have lost it during our move to Finland. I haven't been able to find it again, and I'm so sad because it was, if you know Neon Genesis Evangelion, it was a replica of, I think her name's Misako. She's the older woman who works at the place at Nerve, and she, looks after Shinji. Anyway, it was her beautiful cross necklace, and it was and I bought it at the Evangelion limited time pop-up shop in Tokyo, in Harajuku, and it was the perfect necklace, perfect length and everything, and then Heidi broke the chain, and that's the end of my life. I also have a really beautiful bat necklace also from Harajuku, and that chain also broke, but I kept the pendant, but the chain was part of it. So I'm sad. All my beautiful necklaces from Tokyo were all broken. Oh well, I found all of my clip-on earrings though that I bought there, because most women in in Japan don't get their ears pierced until later, so through high school you can't. So they sell a lot of clip-on earrings, and I have so many cute ones, little popcorns and stuff, and I found all of them, so I'm excited. I know I did have my ears pierced, but they just literally never healed. No matter what I did, they were always gross and and when I tried to change earrings, even after over a year of having them pierced, they just were unhappy. So I've given up on ear piercings forever, and I have all my clip-on earrings from Japan, so whatever. I did add one little quote from Planet Choco there, which was Hot Ghoul Halloween, because I thought that went perfectly with this kit because they're all hot ghouls, I guess. I had to put that over Veronica and Gabriel. Veronica the vampire, Gabriel the ghost, and then we also have Wendy the werewolf and Zombina the beauty queen zombie. So yeah, I love all my characters. I love this set, so maybe I should draw them again sometime, but not at the movie drive-in. I don't know. We will see. I need more copies of this kit. So this week, we're still recovering a little from COVID. Still am now, which is annoying. I literally just have a cough left. And it's not like doesn't come from anything. There's like no pain, no annoyance. I just suddenly cough, and that's really annoying. And I still sound kind of like stuffy, but yeah, I think the thing with current COVID variants is that they kind of come and go after you've been infected, so that's fine. But nonetheless, we're fine. So this week is a little bit better, and we got some stuff done. I didn't leave the house until this Monday, so next week you'll see that I actually do stuff and rejoin the world again. But it was alright. I wasn't like winded or anything, so we seemingly haven't gotten the fatigue stuff, which is nice, because I was worried about that. And of course, long COVID, but who knows how that could manifest later. We will see. Hopefully not, fingers crossed. Just trying to keep healthy and rest as much as we can before we do anything. But Monday was Halloween. I had Coffee Monday, and then my Advent opening of SPC went up. And I had to do my Australian taxes so I could pay my student debt. So basically, all of my undergrad I got student loans technically from the Australian government, and it doesn't have interest on it. It does get indexed due to inflation every year, so I think it did technically go up because inflation is nuts worldwide. But so you just pay it off through taxes every year once you earn enough. So you have to earn a certain amount, which is actually quite a large amount you have to earn to start paying back your student loans. So I can't complain too much because the system is excellent for what it is. Technically, though, it's being upheld by current politicians. Got free university back in the 70s and 80s, and they can get stuffed. I'm just all for free university, free school. So hopefully one day I won't have to finish paying off my debt because it's kind of redonk. Not too bad, but yeah, for a humanities degree it's kind of annoying. Luckily my PhD was all free, so I guess I can't complain about that. But I had to do those because they get mad if you move overseas and don't pay it. And then, yes, I started my wax melt journey officially on Monday. I melted my first melt. We first started, I'm going to have a whole empties video at the end of the month, and I've been like keeping my little details. But I'll say the first one, we just did a sample from Fantasy Wax. It was a sugar milk sample, and we actually really liked it. And it filled like it filled the kitchen and living room, so the main spaces for the whole day, which is pretty good for a singular little sample, so very happy. And I've been doing a ton since then, although I think Sunday was our very first fail. It was just a scent that didn't agree with either of us, so we dumped it and changed it. But what is 1 out of 6 now, maybe? Anyway. So that started on Monday, and then we had groceries, shopping. I think Luck ducked out and got some groceries, watched some ER, and I did a whole bunch of cleaning. Despite being like forever sick at the moment. I've been doing a ton of cleaning. I just been feeling like it, so I love using I did this last time. So this is my second Addams Family sheet from Once More with Love, and she only has 2 lurches on them, but he has a duster and it's perfect. So I've used another little lurch of my limited amounts to mark cleaning for Halloween because he's perfect. Then Tuesday was payday, and I actually did a bunch of work that day. I was still feeling not great, but I needed to get some stuff done for Andrea. Oh no, I already did that last week when I was actually fully sick. Now this day I finished up my frozen wood set. Because look, I have listings right underneath it. And I got the listings done. I don't know what I'm talking about. Trying to remember this week, and then we watched some more ER. Sorry, I almost went into a cough. Then I put paperwork here. I don't remember what paperwork it was, but and then I was like, you know what, look, I really could go for some guac right now. So we got Lopez y Lopez because they usually have good guac and chips dip and tacos, and it was really good this time. We just have to limit how often we get it, because otherwise you kind of get tired of it, But yeah, it was really good that night. On Monday, I said I was going to do, I was going to talk about ER. So we finished season 13. So this week was us trying to finish season 13. And honestly, 12 and 13 are not great seasons. They've been kind of annoying. We did a little fast forward. Like, we watched every episode because we're like, this is our first time watching it, so we should watch it all. But we did a few bits of fast forwarding. Mostly in season 13, if you know, like, I don't want to do any spoilers in case, you want to watch ER. But if you've already watched it, then I really hated the Ames storyline with Ames and Luca. Like, I just hated it. And I hated, like, that whole final lot of scenes up until the rooftop. So we fast forwarded all that because, like, I don't want to see that. I just hate that kind of stuff in shows. And then I'm kind of, like, shocked and kind of mad about how they ended Ray. And I did see online that he comes back in another, like, in little bits and pieces in the rest of the seasons, but I hated how he left the show. I just hate that kind of storyline too. Like, it's a big fear of mine, and I just, it grosses me out. And not in that way, like, I don't mean, like, if that's happened to you, then I'm not saying it's gross. I'm just saying, like, it kind of scares me, squeaks me out, and it was very shocking. I was like, oh my God, when it happened, when they showed it, I'm like, no. And then, he's written out from it. And then we found out by looking that up, I found out that Luca also left the episode. Like, he's just like, I'm getting a taxi, bye, and he's gone. I'm like, what the heck? Like, not as bad as Susan, who just disappeared one episode and like, oh, she moved. No, I didn't realize that was like Goran's last series regular episode. I'm like, you couldn't tell at all. Anyway, so we have 2 seasons left of ER, and I have enjoyed it so far overall. Like, I've watched these bad seasons, but you can see where it's coming to an end, And then what else? What else happened? I gotta just talk through my plans there. Well, I had to order meds, my birth control. I just ordered that online, which is very cool. You just have to chat with the pharmacist online, and then they add it to your cart. And then they told me there's a note on my thing saying I have to I had to contact my health center before I can renew my pills again. So that's annoying, but I probably have to go in person. So I'm not looking forward to that, but I have time, I guess, but I'm not looking forward to it. And the health center, they moved it closer to us, but it's actually more annoying because I have to walk the whole way there now, which is kind of annoying, but it's probably like almost a 20-30 minute walk, but rip. I'd just be sweaty at the health center. That would be annoying. But I ordered those meds and I picked them up on Monday, which was great. And Monday was my first day I had my birth control was all used up. So I was able to get down there and pick up my pills before my alarm for taking them. So I think that worked out pretty well. Yeah, I don't remember what else I put on Wednesday except, my new release went up and we got Bastard Burger because we're obsessed. Really good burgers. I just love crinkle fries and they're so good. And then I did more cleaning everything on Thursday and I used this little Marge from A Treehouse of Horror because I love her so much. And it's cleaning and it's Marge from The Simpsons. So then I did some work. I was planning out the next sets, Lunar New Year and a winter set. This will be a more like down-to-earth, cozy winter, in case you didn't want like the fantasy winter, but I'm going to use both. And, we started watching that new Netflix show, Blockbuster, that started on Thursday. And it's pretty good. It has like Superstore feels with happy endings jokes because David Caspi, who created Happy Endings, is also a creator in the show. But then you have total Superstore feels, and I love Randall Park, so I've been enjoying that. We haven't finished it yet, so we're just taking our time with it, but we did spend 2 days binge watching a bunch of episodes, and I really enjoyed it. It's unlike what some people think, I guess there's nostalgia about Blockbuster, but it's set now, and it's the only video store kind of thing, and it's a lot less about Blockbuster, more about running a small business, running a video store, working at one. It's more about the workers, so I really enjoy that. And then, for dinner we had Korea House or was it lunch? We had Korea House, so Korean food. Delish. They actually had fried chicken in the chili sauce, but with tteokbokki, can't say it right now, mixed in, which is so good. I love it when it's all together, chicken and tteokbokki. So we had that. I can't see the end of the day. But as you can see on Friday, more ER. Pretty Boy, I got some of that, boneless chicken wings for lunch. That was alright. YouTube binge, and then I used, I don't remember her name, the Sanderson sister, and I used her for marking vacuuming because she flies a vacuum at the end of the film. So, I've been reading The Priory of the Orange Tree, starting to get a little bit more into it. I think I finished about 6 hours now, and now it's finally getting into some interesting things. But I definitely agree the pacing isn't great, but it is a fun little fantasy so far. And I definitely agree with it being considered I saw a line saying it's a feminist Game of Thrones. And I kind of agree with that because you have you have the dragons, and then you have a west and east and island sets. And the west isn't actually, they don't want to deal with the east, and you're not allowed to really go into the east. And there's a plague, and there's he's called the Nameless One, and he's a big dragon who's been underground and trapped, which is a little bit Wheel of Time actually, because the Dark Lord is locked away, but he's physically locked away, right? So as is the Nameless One, and there's quite a lot of characters and areas that are strewn throughout, but 2 of the characters so far are, well, I guess you would say queer, because I don't know if they're straight up gay or if they're bi or anything. So there's 2 queer characters so far, which is nice. But yeah, I'm enjoying it a lot more than Game of Thrones. I will say, Game of Thrones is not my fantasy. I just don't like it. I've read a lot and watched a lot of better fantasy, to be honest. So I'm enjoying that sort of different take on it, I guess. And then, reboot from, in America it's a Hulu show, but here it's on Disney Plus because we get Hulu on Disney Plus outside of America. But Reboot is a new show with Rachel Bloom from Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, but also Michael Keegan-Key, and just tons of people like Johnny Knoxville's in this show too. And it's about how they're rebooting a show, like a family sitcom from the 90s, but she wants to make it like more edgy 2022. This is Rachel Bloom's character's like heading this up. And all the actors, they need work. So we've had 2 episodes so far. It is finished if you're in the States, and it's on Hulu, so highly recommend. I thought it was really funny and interesting, and I love all the people in it, so I'm looking forward to watching more of it. And then both Saturday and Sunday, I did a bunch of filming and stickering and planning. And then we had Yeasty Boy bagels and watch more ER. Oh, and then, so it was on Friday, it came back on Netflix, but we watched it on Saturday and Sunday. But the new season of Manifest, it got cancelled. I don't know, what was it, NBC? It got cancelled and Netflix picked it up for one last season, and they're doing 2 parts of 10 episodes each, so 20 episodes for this last season. And so 10 episodes are out right now, and we're slowly going through them. We're trying not to like binge it. But yeah, love Manifest. If you want a like lost light, it's a bunch of people who were in a plane ride, and then they go through a lightning storm, and then they come out and they land, and they find out it's 5 years later, and their plane has been missing, and they've all been considered dead for 5 years. So yeah, this is the 4th and final season, so I'm glad they're able to make a conclusion, because there's stuff that needs to be wrapped up. It is total trash. You might hate watch it if you watch it. They're all ridiculous people. Luckily, they're not too dumb. Like, one of them's a cop. The main guy's like a maths lecturer, so he's kind of like the main thinker, I guess. But, so at least they're not too stupid, but it's also so ridiculous. And the maths lecturer guy, like, he's so happy to start beating people up and, like, yelling at people, and you're like, what is wrong with you? But in a hilarious way. Apparently he played Prince Charming in Once Upon a Time. Anyway, we love him in this show because he's ridiculous. But that's Manifest, so we've been watching this last season, very happy. It gets to finish its story, and it's redonk. And then on Sunday, Locke made us waffles. Planning time, more Manifest. I literally folded laundry instead of actually like washing any. I folded laundry for once. And then I did a voiceover for the video on Monday and did some more reading that night. But we're all caught up with this week. As you see, I did a lot of cleaning, a lot of TV watching, some reading. I don't know, getting back into it, I guess. What was my cleaning? I can't remember. Oh, I did it. No, that was yesterday. I can't remember. I've been cleaning a lot this week too, so just feeling like now it's we're in the dark gray days in Finland, so I need to clean so my apartment feels a bit more cozy and nice. But that is the finished spread. If you liked it, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more. November's going to be a bit lighter on videos, but then we have Planmas for 25 days, so you don't want to miss out on that. But otherwise, I hope you're keeping safe and healthy, unlike me. I'm feeling better. I'm feeling alright, but just like throat annoyance. But otherwise, I hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next time. Bye. I love you. Bye.